I think I'm going to make some different mounting brackets for the Tacho and the Speedo. The other reason being, this one, I think it's in shot. Yeah, I'll zoom out a little bit. Yeah, the Tacho, for some reason, that's the right way around, has mounting holes or fixing studs top and bottom, whereas the Speedo has them side by side. It's a bit strange. I bought these as a pair. You would think they would be the same, but no, they're not. Yeah, so when I was mounting that in there, it wasn't until I actually lowered the lift and then had a look. It looked like that, which obviously is not right. It needs to be like that. So I'm going to have to make a different type of bracket to fit that. And the other thing is, which I didn't realise at the time, I knew these were magnetic instruments because they've got the drive in the middle. That was chronometric. That would be off to the side. Yes, I knew they were, and they're replicas. You know, they're not going to be chronometric, are they? Yeah. So what I didn't realise at the time was, because standard configuration on these, you have a reversing Tacho drive gearbox, which obviously takes the anti-clockwise rotation from the magneto and turns it into a clockwise rotation for the drive, whereas obviously clockwise that's going to be trying to go the wrong way. So I've ordered a non-reversing gearbox which will solve that. Now this will turn the right way then, so that's another thing that's got to be changed. But yeah, need to come up with some sort of better idea for the bracket. In actual fact, that is the configuration that would be for a standard bracket, but obviously you can't do it because you've got the drive in the way. I'm not saying normally the drive would be off to one side, so you just have something that goes across like that to mount it. But yeah, gonna have to come up with something different. Right, I'm gonna start making this bracket I need to mount these clocks. That is the Tacho. So I think I'm going to go back to using these if I can, to get the correct height. And I've got some aluminium plate there, so I think what I'm going to do is make a round plate to go on the back of that, so I could just drill the holes for these to go through, and use these brackets, cut the long part off, and use these two holes to make my plate. Well, actually that one will go right through on the stud here. Once that is cut off, that will clear that, hopefully. Yeah, and also interesting, this is an original mounting bracket, so there's extra hole there, and this is a replica one which doesn't for some reason. So yeah, I'm gonna have to obviously cut a hole in there as well. But we'll start with this one. I'm just hoping that when I cut this across here, I've got to leave enough obviously to get a nut or something there. Yeah, hoping that's going to clear this. a bit hard to judge until I actually cut it off. So that'll be the first thing, is cut that down. Right, so that's that cut down, deburred and shaped and everything. That will now just about fit on there. I'll see once that's tightened down. Obviously it won't be as far as that because I've got to get this plate cut behind there, so that will sit, that plate will actually sit in this side of it, between there, so that will be something like that. But yeah, so I'll mark this one up so I know to get the hole in the same place and cut it off at the same size, and then get onto that. Doesn't need to be spot on because cut these slightly bigger, so when they get to the round they'll be okay. Right, just got a centre punch, drill a hole to fit the arbor. Which is this. So it's just got a little split in it, bolt through the middle, so bolt that to there, arbor on the back, and that will, when I put it in the jaws of the vise, that will close up, clamp on there, so that won't go anywhere. So I just need to drill a hole to match that bolt size and get them in the lathe, make them into a circle. So I've got these set to 40. Just mark a guideline. As long as it's slightly bigger than that, that won't matter. Right, so what I'll do, drill a hole, I'll just nip these corners off so we've got less to cut on the lathe, and we'll get that set up. cut the corners off just very roughly with a hacksaw, doesn't really matter. Not bothered with it, taking the burrs off. They'll soon come off when I start cutting. Right, it's got a little slot in there. Just put that between the gaps in the jaws. And that shouldn't go anywhere. Right. Just get the cutting tool wherever that's gone. Set that up. Probably going to move the camera out of the way a little bit, and we'll go from there. B40. It'll be a little bit noisy to start with, so obviously an intermittent cut. See, we're starting to get a circle. It's got a few flat spots left, but yeah, be there very shortly. Let's see if we yeah, still a little bit on the back here to come off, I think. think that'll do that one. So that's both those turned up. I'll just get the external jaws in the vise and in the lathe, and open these holes out a bit. I think if I take them out to about 12mm, there should be plenty of wiggle room for the middle there. And once that is done, I'm going to have to mark out where all the other holes need to be. Right, that's that one done. I'll just deburr that, but I shall have to move the camera out of the way because I can't get the tailstock back at the minute. There we go. That is all the holes marked, which was a bit tricky because nothing on here is actually square. These two fixings don't even go through the centre line. They're a little bit off, so it's been a little bit sort of tricky to mark up and drill, but we're there. Just going to clean up a little bit once I know everything is going to go together. Right, so that will be on there, so that means that will be on there. I've just got a little M6 button head, go under there. I'll Loctite these all on once I know everything is good. Right, so that should go there, line up with that. That should now go on there. I think this clock here must have been returned. I didn't realise at the time, if not I'd have sent it back and got another one. But someone, whoever had it before, cut these studs down. So there's not a lot of thread left. This end isn't quite so bad. So that will be all like that. So from the front you won't really see anything much, and obviously these bolt onto the other part of the bracket off the yoke. So I'll just try and fit that and see how it looks. So there we are. All fits on there quite nicely, I think. Probably more like the height that should be, maybe a little bit high, but yeah, certainly looks a lot better than these which I made originally. So I think what I'll do, I'll just give this a coat of paint. All the black is, that is an old one, the black is coming off it, and when that's dry we'll get it all back together, get it fit properly, and what I've got to do is make the other one now. And there should be a little bit of black rubber goes over here, which I'll put on once I've finished. That's for the bulb. Yeah, and I think I'm going to call it a day now because it is really hot in here. Yeah, go and sit in the kiln. There we are. That comes out okay. 30, was that 34 degrees and 32% humidity. Yeah, that's enough for me.